All right, man. News and talk. Bloomington Normal. That's us. We're Cities 92.9. I'm Scott Robbins. I don't even know why I made that sound. I just did. That's Cat Peterson right over there. Maybe it was like cat.
Cat.
You know,
it's better than the sounds coming out of Biden.
Yeah.
1.3 Jupiter pressure. Jupiter pressure.
Boneless hot dogs. Yeah.
I got hairy legs.
Who cares, then? That guy. All right. He's the president. He's the president. Yes, he is. By the way, he took the day off yesterday. Did you notice that? No public appearances.
No
nothing.
public appearances.
Took the day off to recharge the presidential batteries so he can get focused and attack it today. Today's data dump day. I don't know what we're going to hear today. Fridays are always data dump. It's always stuff they don't really want you to know, but you should know.
Yep.
They dump it on you on a Friday, so we'll wait and see what that's all about. Who knows? There could be a million things right now, right? I mean, I did see where the Taliban was like, hey, you know what? We're going to start cracking down, but we're going to do it in private now. They're going to behead people in private apparently now, Kat.
Oh, wow.
They're not going to do it publicly.
How very human rights of them.
Yeah, if we're going to behead you or take your digits off, we're going to do it, behind closed doors now. It's no longer a spectator sport. Look how sensitive they've become, Kat. That was a true story.
Maybe that was part of the negotiation. Hey, you do it quietly. We won't touch you.
You guys, if you're going to do the beheadings, do it, somewhere where it's out of sight, out of mind. Okay, we can't have that. All right. Yeah, fantastic. I don't know what it's going to be. Something will happen today, though. There'll be a data dump, and then on Monday you'll go, those guys told me there was going to be a data dump, because there will be. There always is. Mm-hmm. It may not be anything that is earth-shattering, but. With Joe is he taking the whole weekend off? Is he working today? Is he going to the office? I don't know. Or is it a nice 4-day weekend he wrapped up? And by the way, can I ask you a question, Kat? Maybe you already know this. I don't know. How many weeks vacation does the president get? Is that part of the job description when you get the job? It's like you get 4 weeks paid or 2 weeks paid. What is it?
I honestly
you ever
don't
wondered
know
that? I don't know either.
I think it's under the assumption that you just work 24/7. That's why you live in the White House. Essentially, you're always on call.
So you're always at the office because you live there.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, makes sense because you're the president of the United States.
And I'm pretty sure he's collecting the $400,000.
Well, of course he is. Yeah, of course he is. I guess he's got some tax issues coming up. Have you been reading about this?
Yeah. See, everything they accuse Trump of, Biden, there's always a Biden response. Yeah.
And we're talking a pretty significant amount of money in back taxes, correct?
Yeah, back taxes.
I think I was reading, was it $500,000, perhaps? Yeah, we'll see where that goes. Maybe that's the data dump today. I don't know. Maybe they'll go, yeah, but he's got installment plans going on, so don't worry. This is all taken care of. It's all against the book deals. I mean, you can't borrow money like that, right? You can't go to the feds and go, hey, I'd like to borrow $500,000, start a business here. I can make this kind of payment. It doesn't work that way.
See,
for most of us.
I can't think but about the hypocrisy. He's always like, pay your fair share. Yeah, Joe, you can't even pay yours. You're $500K
right.
Back taxes. Pay your fair share.
You and your idiot kid who's been peddling influence right and left. Now the Libya thing comes out, where this was going on. The kid was like, yeah, I'll consult for you for $2 million a year. Consult. In other words, yeah, I can get influence for you for $2 million a year. Unbelievable. Again, all this stuff is still percolating. This isn't even caught the attention of the mainstream media yet, but it will eventually. I want to get to this piece of audio. Arizona State University. This is absurd. Is this edited, Kat? Did you edit this out? Because it needed some editing work.
Yeah,
okay, good.
Yeah.
Because there were some nasty words in there.
Got some bleeps.
This transpires daily on college campuses, by the way, around the nation. This would shock most people. The introduction of racial politics into everything has made it worse. This is another example of that. And again, this was Arizona State University, right?
Yep.
These lunatics behind the camera start ranting about a kid that's sitting there in a multicultural space right? He's white. On his computer, there's a message on the back of his computer that he supports the police. Police lives matter. Well, that sets him off. So they start yelling at him about how they feel uncomfortable and about his space and all this nonsense. You have to hear this. This is Arizona State University, by the way. Here we go.
What did I do wrong?
You have it, but you're offensive. Police lives matter?
You have the same sticker.
We're just trying to do school.
What?
You guys have the same sticker the other.
But this is our space.
We've got a Police Lives Matter sticker and we're getting kicked out. Can't do school. You just said we have to leave.
No, I said you're making the
You
space
said it makes me feel
uncomfortable.
uncomfortable.
But you're right. Do you understand what a multicultural space? It means you're not being centered.
White's not a culture?
No, it's not a culture. It's white is not a culture. Say it again to the camera. You think whiteness is a culture?
This is insane.
So anyways, this is the violence that ASU does, and this is the type of people that they protect. Okay, this white man thinks he can take up our space, and this is why we need a multicultural space, because they think they can get away with this shit.
I'm gonna sit here the whole time.
Okay. We'll stop it there. Sorry about that. That one, we got some kinds they slip past the goalie, but what you just heard in that video was mental illness. That's mentally ill people. This is the result of a political and cultural environment that promotes irrationality in the name of victimhood. They do it all the time. These two female students you're hearing are attending a major university, and they're benefiting from more privilege than most people throughout the U.S. They're not victims. It's time to stop the freaking lunacy, because that's lunatics. Those people are lunatics. It's time to stop labeling everyone you disagree with as a racist, a misogynist, a sexist, homophobic, xenophobic, because you don't agree with them. Simple as that. The dude had a sticker on the back of his computer, and that made them feel unwelcome. That made them feel anxious. Are you insane? What's wrong with you? You're mentally ill. You're mentally ill. You need help. This has gone beyond where anything else is. But again, this is happening everywhere. You're making the space uncomfortable. Oh, the horrors of anyone being made to feel uncomfortable. Are we just going to expunge that from our lives? If you're uncomfortable at all, you just pitch a bitch and you stop it. Seriously? How does that happen? I don't know how it happens. But it is. It's happening everywhere. Social justice warriors know nothing about society or justice.
They choose to be police officers, so their lives don't matter.
But they don't.
Nice.
They don't have any idea what it's like to put your life on the line for a greater cause. They have no idea what that's like. They don't care what that's like. I mean, I'm reading today that we will start, according to Joe Biden and his administration, we will start dishonorably discharging members of the military if they do not get the vaccine. If you're in the military and you're like, okay, it's America, I'm going to choose not to get this, they can dishonorably discharge you. Now, what happens then when you're dishonorably discharged from the military? That's a pox on your house, man. That makes it tough. You start with an O2 count when that happens, because you have that now permanently attached to your record. And was it behavioral issues? Was it drug use? Was it some other crime you committed while in the military? No, it has nothing to do with that. You didn't take a vaccine. That's it. Dishonorably discharged. This is a reality. Man. You get garbage like this, you get the dishonorably discharged. I mean, this is all nonsense. Okay? I don't even know what else to say about it. There's really nothing else to say. And you've got people walking around with cell phones, and this is what they do, and they try to shame you.
And then you got to think about the higher institution here. ASU they're dividing students by even creating a multicultural center. What do you
Yeah.
mean a multicultural center? So wait, is it not for white people? Is that
No,
what
it's
that
not.
is?
No, it's not.
White isn't a culture, and they raised a great point. Some multicultural center. Does that mean white people can also be? I mean, multicultural center. That's Germans, Irish people, and they have white colored skin. Like, right?
Yeah.
So what was the purpose of a multicultural and Illinois State University as a multicultural center? What does that even mean?
Mm-hmm.
You're creating a building and you're dividing students based off of their culture, and it depends on what culture they are, and they
That's
get
incredible.
to join the building. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
You want inclusion? Just have buildings.
But but look at what's going on. We have separate graduations at some universities, separate dorms.
Separate colleges. I mean, there's things like Black College.
But that was started with great intentions. I mean, it was. That was Howard University, other places started with great intentions. That, this is a situation where, for years, the discrimination had taken place, and we need to try to right that wrong, and we need to invest in this sort of thing. And I get that. I get it. Completely get it.
Yeah.
But what I don't understand is taking a state university, whether it's Arizona State or whatever, and creating divisions based on race. Because that's what you've done. How can that be okay in 2021? How can that be okay? How can you divide people by race at a college that's supported by the tax money of the people who live there? Are you asking them ahead of time? Are you asking them ahead of time what their race is? I mean, you're certainly accepting the money from those people, and they don't even have a say-so over it. It goes there anyway. It's part of your tax dollars. Incredible. That infuriated me when I saw that video. It just infuriated me. I mean, how dare you? I mean, the guy's crime was he had Police Lives Matter on the back of his computer.
And they don't know
Okay.
who he is. Maybe his dad is a police officer who lost his life.
uncle
for the
lost
white-
his life, or
Yeah.
his grandpa lost his life, or whatever. That's his statement. I mean, does anybody disagree with that? Does anybody go, well, police lives don't matter? Does anybody disagree with that? I mean, outwardly, can you say, no, it doesn't? Their lives don't matter. I mean, seriously, nobody says that. But because you didn't fall in line, you had the wrong message, according to them, on your computer, and therefore you shouldn't be allowed to even live or breathe in the same situation. I mean, it's really something. And what they'll do is they'll put those guys on blast, those two guys that were in there, and they'll try to get them canceled. They'll do their best to make their lives miserable. And I hope they don't succeed. I mean, I hope enough rational people see that and go, well, they did nothing wrong, and they didn't. They did nothing wrong.
Well, the one kid looks at her and says, I work 60 hours a week and I pay for my own college. And he goes, you wouldn't
Yeah.
know anything about that.
Right. And,
That's the personality of these people who-
What's one of the things he said. Yes, absolutely true. And I just go back to we lose track in the messaging. We lose track of the reason some of these things happen. We don't even talk about people breaking the law trying to get into this country. It's not even about that. We stopped seeing it as lawlessness. We stopped seeing what happened right there as advert racism, because it is. It can't be racism though, right? Of course it can be, and it is. All right, we'll take a break. Back in a minute. News and Talk. Bloomington Normal. Cities 92 point. Bloomington Normal, that's us. We are Cities 92.9. I'm Scott Robbins. Cat Peterson's right over there. By the way, I've gotten a notice today from my friend we were talking about. My friend, she said, Cat, if you have any problems with anyone after I leave, to let her know and she'll drop the hammer on them. Okay? Just so you know, she said, hang on to the cell phone number because you might need it someday.
Aww.
I mean, if one of the creepiest creepers of all time pops his head out of the wormhole again, be prepared to slap it down.
Slap it down. I know.
I'm leaving you
surprised.
the
Pretty fine. Fry Cook is
well,
people are asking about him. Has he reached out?
No, he's not
I'm like,
going to reach out.
No.
He's not going to, and he shouldn't. But I will be leaving the dossier in your hands after I leave. Okay, just in case somebody wants to get courageous again. thinking, well, he's gone now. I can go ahead and carry on and go back to my my spamming ways. Well, that ain't gonna work.
No.
And again, I will have reasonable discussions with people who are reasonable, but I will not entertain that nonsense ever. Okay, ever. Just so you know, fast food places have one main perk: providing you with food that's fast. You don't go there because it's good. Sometimes you go there because it's fast, right? A company that uses mystery shoppers to grade places on customer experience just released a report on fast food joints. It shows, like something we already knew, that fast food drive-thrus have become slower and less accurate over the past year. The average total time in drive-thru lanes increased by 25 seconds from a year ago to 382 seconds. That's 6.5 minutes. And it's nearly a minute longer than pre-pandemic times. Order accuracy also dropped to 85% this year from 87% last year. The mystery shoppers went to 10 chains at 1,492 restaurant locations from July through early August for the report. Guess which one was best for accuracy?
Chick-fil-A?
Yep. The best for order accuracy. That I have never had an inaccurate order at Chick-fil-A. Taco Bell, Arby's, Carl's Jr., and Burger King tied for third place. They haven't released all the results yet from the fast food chain's fastest drive-thru. Last year, by the way, KFC was number one. Now, so far, we don't know which places were the slowest or the least accurate, but you can pretty much decipher that based on the ones who are, right? There you go. Gosh, I was in line. Where was I in line at the other day? Starbucks. Yeah, I know, you guys. I know. You shouldn't be going to but I don't care. They have something I like right now, and that's why I went there. Normally I wouldn't have, but I did because I heard about it, and I went there and tried it, and I liked it. But that's beside the point. I won't go back. It's not anything I do on a daily basis or weekly basis or anything like that. But the line, my God, the line. So I'm sitting in there, and you know how you're sitting in these lines, and you're like halfway through, and you got a bunch of cars behind you, and now you can't move, right? Because you want to ditch it, just go forget it. I'm not doing this, and I didn't. I can also relate this to a personal story. I went to get a haircut at a Sports Clips. I go to those places because who cares, right? I don't care. Just whoever can do it quickest and get in and out, right? That's my plan. So I go in there, and it's 55 minutes. Okay. And she's like, well, you can leave and come back. Well, I can leave and come back, and I come back an hour later, and it's 41 minutes. Nothing's moved. So I went back there again yesterday and got in pretty quickly because it was 4 in the afternoon, right? And I said to her, man, you don't have any stylists. She goes, we're down 6 stylists right now. We can't hire. We've had an ad running. Nope, no applicants at all, period. I said, well, join the party, man, because that's happening everywhere. All right, break. Back in a minute. News and Talk, Bloomington Normal. That's us. We're Cities 92.9. Yeah, baby. All righty. News and Talk of Bloomington Normal. That's us. We are Cities 92.9. Hello there. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Man, I guess some rain is a possibility later on. Is that what I'm hearing? Am I hearing that? Am I hearing that right?
I don't know about that. It looks like it's going to be pretty clear day.
All right. I just thought I heard that this morning earlier. Maybe I'm heard wrong.
Precipitation.
Wouldn't be the first time.
Maybe later in the day. It does look okay. So 35%.
What time? Are they saying what time that's supposed to start? All right. Okay. Well, that's later then. Okay. The football games will be over by then. Mm-hmm. The Friday night football games. Yeah, I'm going to go see Normal West play tonight. Normal West taking on Notre Dame. That's at Dozer Park in Peoria, and my buddy, his son plays on the team. And I can't believe, gosh. The thing about it is the older you get, the faster things go by. It's just speeding time. It's just boom, it's gone. Remember this, his kid came waltzing into the world. It's gosh dang, he's playing high school football now. So anyway, I'm going to go take in a high school football game tonight, and I look forward to that. So a good weekend coming up, I think. A big weekend coming up. My cats are upset this morning for some reason. I don't know why. Camden is being kind of a jerky. I don't know what his deal is.
I love Camden. I can't wait to see
just
him.
like he's got the zoomies. He's like running around the
The
place.
zoomies.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know what he's doing, but that's what he's doing. I think cats have the ability. Dogs maybe to a certain extent, but I think cats more than not to see things that aren't there that we humans can't see, that they can see. I may be wrong about that, but he seems to see things all the time that I have no idea what he sees.
He looks at something, runs, starts.
Yeah, he's also, by the way, I have the most photogenic cat that ever lived. Camden. He perfect pose all the time. He loves the camera. The camera loves him. So, anyway, that's not to dissuade my other cat because I have two. I always have to tell her all the time, I love you too. Don't forget, I love you too.
Effie.
So Effie doesn't get upset about being, me giving special preferential treatment to her brother. Not even really her brother. I just call them brothers. They're not siblings, but in my world, they're siblings. Okay. All right. So, just a quick thing, a matter of housekeeping, I suppose. Starting Monday, this show will be have a new host on it. I will not be on in the morning anymore. It's nothing. I'm not upset. I'm not, angry. I'm not disgruntled. I mean, nothing like that. It has nothing to do with that. I love these guys. I love this company. This is my second go round with them. I'm not to say there won't be a third or a fourth, because there very well could be. But at any rate, I'm gratified and I'm grateful about the national show that I do. We are up to about 120 markets now across the country, and it requires my attention. And contracts being what they are and restructuring what they are, they made it very lucrative for me to leave this job and go to that job full time. That show, by the way, it airs here at 8 o'clock every night. But I've loved it here. I've loved you guys. I'm plugged in always to Bloomington Normal. What?
We love you, and I have a
Thank you.
little surprise for you.
Oh, okay.
Just
All right.
small. It's small. It's 2 minutes.
Okay, it's small surprise. 2-minute surprise.
But Bloomington
that,
Normal loves you for sure. I mean, you should have seen all of the messages, and you're fighting a good fight, and
it's
you do
fantastic.
it simply by using your voice. So we love you.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Are you ready?
So, Kat, is this something you put together?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Kat put this together. I have no idea what this is. So anyway, here we go.
And here we
Scott, this is Becky Swan.
Hey Scott, congratulations. This is Karen from back to Blue Central, Illinois.
Hey Scott, this is Vicky from Alcoa. Sure gonna miss you in the mornings. No one else does. Burp, burp, burp. Only
Hey
you.
Scott, Dave Quinn here with Team Blue Line. I just want to thank you for being a voice for Team Blue Line.
Scott, Chuck Erickson here. Thank you for all your work on Cities 92.9.
Hi Scott, this is Dennis Greller, the Executive Director of the McLean County Republicans. I want to thank you for your many years of service. The way you've entertained and enlightened us with your wisdom is truly amazing.
Congratulations, man. FDR is going absolutely crazy right now.
Over the years, you've made my ride from Pontiac to Bloomington a little bit more enjoyable. Thanks, Scott. Gonna miss you, buddy.
I just want to thank you so much for all the times you've had me on the air, fighting Jen Carrillo and her immigration status, and
I know Cities is gonna miss you, but you deserve to focus on just one thing for now. You got a lot.
Hi Scott, this is Mary, Katrina's mom. Just wanted to let you know that I am going to miss you so much on the radio station with my daughter.
A lot going on your plate. It was an honor working with you, man. We had a lot of laughs. I had some really good times.
bringing light to the SB 818 ridiculousness and just being that voice in the morning of common sense. And I just so appreciate you, and I'm so thankful to call you my friend. We're going to miss you in the mornings.
I'm always thrilled to hear your voice and hear everything that you talk about and what you stand for. I wish you the best in everything you do. Please don't be a stranger, because I know my daughter's going to...
Hey Scott, this is Joanne Alexander. I'm going to be really missing you on Cities 92.9.
Hi Scott, it's Glenda Jackson here. Hey, I just found out that you're going to be leaving the morning show. Boy, that's going to be different, because I'm a crossing guard, and so when I get to my post each morning, I sit and listen to you and Kat, and I really enjoy your back and forth banter and your discussion. So that's going to be really different.
Hey Scott, Larry Wilder here from Knoxville, Tennessee. For myself and all the guys at Rural Metro Fire Station number 36, I just want to thank you for making your mornings a little brighter. We want to wish you the very best as you move forward with the MVR program, and we will be listening every day at lunch as always. God bless you, friend.
Scott, you truly were an inspiration to me. And it was nice to have someone with a mild passion. There are a few of us out there that are passionate, but we love everyone. And it was nice to experience you, and I wish you the best, the absolute best. God bless America.
Scott, long-time listener, Jim Snyder here. Sure gonna miss the Rush intro and hearing you on my way to work. Thanks for starting your day off with all of us. Best of luck and success with MVR. We'll see you on the radio, buddy.
Good morning, Scott Robbins. I'm gonna miss you so much. Words can't begin to express how grateful I am I got to meet you and work with you. God truly gave me you, Scott. Good luck with all of your future endeavors.
Okay, I don't even know what to say.
Aww. I just wanted to. I actually got the idea. They did that for me, like a little tribute thing, and it's just a bunch of listeners. And I pulled it together. I was like, I totally forgot, kind of, to get all of it to put together, but I put it together. So.
No, thank you for that.
We're gonna miss you. So many listeners, and I don't know if I included everybody, and I know I didn't get everybody in there, but so many audio clips, and I'll send you all the separate ones because they were longer, and I had to.
Yeah, please send me that too. Yeah, I need to share that. That's awesome. Thank you very much. Gosh dang it, your mom weighed in.
Yeah, I was like, Mom, you're a listener. You have to say something.
That's awesome. I love your parents. I don't even know them, but I loved you. They raised you. So. Oh boy, I didn't want to do this, but that was awesome.
Aww.
I can never thank you enough for listening to me all these years that you've put up with me on the radio, here and there and everywhere. You've allowed me, you meaning the audience, you've allowed me to raise a family, to pay my bills, to have a nice living doing this, something I love so much. I never want to tell people I do it for free, but I would. I mean, this is a success beyond my wildest dreams, and to know that we've had this relationship between us for this time. Like I said, even if you just started listening yesterday, or you started listening in 1984, it doesn't matter. My show is still going to be on this station. It's the show I do, and again, I'm so blessed. It's unbelievable. At this point in my career, that I'm still continuing to look forward and not backwards. I mean, I'm not planning on buying a travel trailer and going to Florida and setting up shop. It's not even in my plans at all. I want to do this as long as I possibly can because I love it. And I hope I conveyed that to you every day. I hope you understood how much I loved it and how much I love it and how hard this was for me. It was necessary because of the demanding schedule that I was under for my own health and sanity, to be quite honest with you, but it had to happen. So I'm just so glad you took this ride with me. And it doesn't stop now, by the way. It continues on, just in a different way. All right. Gosh dang. One more break. We'll wrap it up in a minute. News and Talk, Bloomington Normal, Cities 92.9. Yeah. All right. Here we go. News and Talk, Bloomington Normal. That's us. We're Cities 92.9. Hi there, I'm Scott Robbins. Right over there is Kat Peterson, whose show will debut Saturday, 5 to 7, over most of these same stations. The Conservative Cat Show. I'm looking forward to hearing that, Kat, by the way. Very much looking forward to hearing that.
I'm scared for you to hear it.
No. You're going to be fine. You're, by the way, I just want to say, as sort of a parting shot here, because this is my last morning show here at Cities. I have to tell you that it has been a tremendous joy to work with you. You're a total pro. You got a ton of talent, and I know you'll be able to utilize that and use it, and you will build a big career. And someday you won't take my call, but I'll call anyway.
Hey, you told me earlier today that I never miss a phone call, and that's pretty
really
true
don't.
about me.
Well, I mean, but you're not a big shot yet. You're getting there. But no, you're going to do great, and you're going to do great things. And Robert Reese will be my replacement. I don't know Robert. I've never met him. I talked to him on the phone the other night, but I know you guys will give him a fair shot, like you always do. And he deserves that. He's a pro. He's been around. He knows this game. He knows how it's played. But anyway, I look forward to it. I just want to personally, again, thank each and every one of you for listening to this. And I know I've said it before. I'll say it again. But without an audience, this doesn't work. None of this works. We built this show into a big deal, quite frankly. And I know that, despite the fact you get trashed right and left for being conservative, you guys know what that means. You know, you've lived through this yourself. It doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, content always wins. Content always wins. In this business or any business, what's your content? That's always the thing that's going to win. And it does. So again, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Kat, for putting up with me, and really, when you started the show, you were very timid at first, and I understandably so. And to Steve Cease, who sold me on you, by the way, he could be your agent. He was like, no, this is the person you want right here. And he's never failed me. I mean, he's always brought me great talent, and to the guys I've worked with over the time. Geez, I've had several partners over the course of the time I've been on the air here. But you shine. You really do shine, and you get your own show, and I'm really happy about that too. So that'll be fun.
Love you.
I love you too. You know that. But to for the team at Great Plains Media, thank you so much, you guys. Jerry Zimmer, who is the owner-operator of this company, I consider it to be a friend after all this time. I mean, I've known Jerry for a long time. He's a principled guy, and I appreciate about him. Megan, thank you. Fred, my friend Fred, gosh dang, Fred and I go way back. Fred Coble, no better. He's a great sales guy. My friend Adam Chandler, who was an intern of mine from ISU 100 years ago when he started in this business, wildly successful. And to all of you who have been listening and spending time with me, we appreciate it. And by the way, we'll run into each other again. It's not like I'm going away. I'm going to be around. And still going at it every night here at 8 o'clock on City. Somebody said, is that in real time? And I'm like, no, it's not in real time. We delay the show here because we've got all these other shows to get to during the course of the day. But it is live 11 a.m. until 3 p.m., 2 p.m. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. I get the times all wrong here. But I'm going to sleep in, Kat. I'm going to sleep in till maybe 5:30, 6 o'clock from now on.
I'm a little jealous, but
what do you think about that, huh? What do you think about that? But Kat and I will always have a relationship, and that's not going to go anywhere. As a matter of fact, we're planning a dinner together right now.
Yes,
as we
are.
Speak.
I think Monday.
We're thinking Monday might be the day. We don't know for sure. But anyway, have a fantastic weekend. I love every single one of you, and thanks for supporting me in this show. And we'll catch up again soon, I'm sure. Glenn Beck is next. News and Talk, Bloomington Normal. That's us. We're Cities 92.9. Here we go.